Peace and love, you beautiful wonders with a spiritual level of being. Nathan here from Spiritual Level of Being, and you have a spiritual level of being. And today I want to discuss sexuality, mysticism and esotericism in the ancient world and how these three intermingled. Now, farmers would have sex with their wives out in the fields, and this was in order to enact the rituals of fertility gods and fertility goddesses. They would ejaculate onto crops, as this was seen as fertility rituals for fertility gods. So making the crops grow, as they believed gods would have sex, gods would ejaculate onto the earth, and these crops would grow. Now, the ancient Egyptians believed that their creator god Atum ejaculated the world into existence. The pharaohs would ejaculate into the river Nile, so this was believed to keep the river Nile going, and that to enact God's creation, basically, or god Atum's creation. Now, orgies began as enacting rituals of fertility gods and goddesses, so passing on knowledge and essentially building up group bonds from initiate to initiate. Now, sex under the stars was in order to enact the gods, to copy the gods and goddesses having sex, or have them approve of our relationships that our ancestors would approve, or would be making love with their partners in heaven while we're making love with ours, essentially. Now, when God kills Onan in the Bible for Onan spilling his semen on the floor, this is meant to symbolize that God hates these pagan rituals. Now, there were virgin oracles and virgin priestesses. There were even priests that would seduce priestesses, and these two would have sex in order to receive divine visions from the feminine and masculine gods. That a high priest or priestess would marry in order to symbolize the gods. This was also symbolized in royal families, though this practice was stopped in religious groups as religious groups grown with too much power. Now, the ancient world was very big on sex, as they would even have amulets that would attract the opposite sex, that would essentially give them magical powers, or that would give them sexual powers, I meant to say. Now, the use of herbs, as plants can be masculine and femme, cannabis was seen as divine, as it was seen as divine femme or the divine masculine, enacting its powers by the use of taking this narcotic would receive insights into the divine realm, and this was also seen with magic mushrooms and DMT. Now, sex was very sacred. It was even seen to be as couples having sex in the afterlife, as this was believed by the ancient Egyptians, our ancestors, and many pagan beliefs. So sex is a big part of life, it still is. Now, in a sense, having sex was also enacting the gods as so above, so below. So this idea of God, in a sense, only wanting us to procreate, this is to get rid of these old pagan sex rituals, essentially, these old sex rituals of the ancient past and ancient mystery schools. So peace and love, everyone. I love you all. Connect to one mind and soul. Namaste.